Greetings, loyal viewers, and welcome back. So continuing with the Badvent calendar, we're going on to what is apparently at number 23, No Man's Sky. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I've never played No Man's Sky, but I have heard a lot about it. It's pretty much appeared on a lot of people's worst list of 2016. At least I think it's 2016. Maybe it was 2017. I don't remember. But I have seen it on a lot of worst games of the year list, and from what I can see, I guess I can't really say I blame them too much. I mean, again, I haven't played it, so I can't say whether or not that's true. But I am definitely looking forward to hear what Caddy has to say about that. So, without further ado, let's get it on. Caddicarus presents the Badvent Calendar, Day 3.
I was not someone who ever joined in with the No Man's Sky hype. I'm not trying to sound like a Captain Hindsight contrarian or anything either. I genuinely did not understand why the hell people were so obsessed with the reveal trailers and gameplay snippets. I mean, yeah, you can explore procedurally generated planets, scan
I personally kind of understood it, but I wasn't like super into the hype like everyone else was.
There's so many millions and billions of combinations of things to be shoved together in individual planets doesn't mean anything really. It's an impressive number for sure, but why does that automatically mean the game will be a masterpiece worth pushing on mainstream TV coverage? Basically, I was intrigued, but I wasn't sold, and when the game finally released and I played it for a good few hours, holy shit, it did not do anything else other than what the trailers showed off. During the hype phase, I was asking, okay, this is cool, but what do I do in this game? And then when the game finally came out and I played it, I was asking, okay, this is cool, but what do I do in this game? You may notice me using the past tense a lot in this video, and that's because I hear that nowadays the game isn't too bad, with all the constant updates actually adding to the core of the game with brand new story features.
Yeah, that is true. I've heard that a lot as well.
Screw that noise, I'm talking about the game I spent £44.99 on when it first released. Not what it was supposed to be, or not what Hello Games felt obliged to code in months and months after the original release due to negative feedback. And my god, if you think that Micro Machines World Series is devoid of anything for the price, check this out. You walk around to collect materials to fly away to another planet in order for you to collect materials to fly away to another planet to get closer to the center of the universe, after which you watch a magical little cutscene where you zoom past all the planets you ever went to on your journey and immediately get thrown back to the beginning of the game again. This takes dozens upon dozens of hours, by the way. How the absolute Christing hell anyone thought this was engaging enough to warrant a full-on AAA retail price is beyond me. Especially considering, I think what makes it even worse is the amount of empty promises that came from this game at launch. Now, again, I have heard it's gotten a lot better since then, and I'm hoping that's true, because I might, all things considered, might still be curious enough to check it out. But if it's really still not that great, and I can definitely understand why it was such a massive letdown. I could just imagine the developers, like the people who actually programmed and worked on this game and did a lot of the coding for it, who watched the interviews with the head of the studio and whatnot on things like Stephen Colbert and whatnot, were probably thinking, what the hell are you talking about? Like, it's good to make sure you're aiming high, but here's an important lesson. Make sure you actually give what you're promising. Otherwise, you just have shit. The original released game is no more than an interesting experiment in seamless space travel, and you know what? If that's what you were looking for 2 years ago, then it would impress you for maybe a few minutes. I mean, I was impressed with taking off and landing on my first few planets. It feels extremely real, and I do love the visual design and art style, but then you realize, oh shit, there's how many other quintillion amounts of planets that have you doing the exact same thing over and over again, and suddenly, all the hype in numbers and sizes means nothing anymore. The repetition of vanilla No Man's Sky was the biggest knife that murdered it for me, and it wasn't only repetition in the gameplay. You see the same alien settlements, the same space station, same robots, no matter how many tens of thousands of miles you travel. And all that really changes is the weather, colors of planets, type of wildlife that contributes nothing to gameplay, and the types of materials to harvest. The rest of the game is exactly the same. No Man's Sky, you say? Well, it seems as though there's people in the sky everywhere I go. No person has ever been here before, eh? What about them? Even worse, some of the more interesting side quests involve talking to creatures in other alien languages, but the only way you can
can understand them is by randomly walking around and deciphering alien words with these bricks, one random word at a time for a random alien race. No Man's Sky, more like No Man Cares. I'm sure it's an alright game nowadays with the next update and everything, and that's why this game isn't any higher up the list, but this was all stuff we expected from the beginning. Do I
Yeah, pretty much.
Of vague hinting and vague promises lofted by Sean Murray that all eventually turned out to not be true or were outright broken. Like,
and again, I can imagine what the actual devs were thinking when they saw those.
Actually in the same area, and he jumped on Twitter and said it was an amazing achievement. What? This? That's something that we were expecting in the first place to happen clearly didn't work because you never expected it to work in the first place, so didn't bother adding it into the game. Hello games, stick to Joe Danger. Clearly this was a bit too much for you. Do you feel like you need to wash your...
Okay, no. Not gonna do the whole chrono.gg thing. But yeah, not really too much else I can really add for the end bit here. Pretty much everything he said there, and towards the end there, is almost essentially what I just said about halfway through. I just feel so bad for the people who were actually working on this, who were probably given a hard time by the consumers because the head of Hello Games been making a lot of promises he and his company could not keep because they were promises that would have taken a lot of work to uphold. And this is why, if you really want to live up to those promises, you should probably make extra sure that you guys are working hard within the delays. Because I have heard this game got delayed a couple times. I could be wrong on that. But, bottom line, aim high, but don't promise the impossible. Or if you're going to try and promise the impossible, actually freaking deliver on it. So... yeah, that's about all the time we got. If you liked the video, go ahead and comment, like, and or subscribe. Any other suggestions, leave some in the comment section below. And as always, I'm King Gargantuas, and I'll see you all next time. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to me if you want to see more videos like this. Follow me on Twitter at King Gargantuas if you want to know what I'm up to. Thanks again guys, and I'll see you all next time.